We all know how that can be. Do you ever have any racing thoughts?
No.
Excessive spending?
Yes.
Okay, what do you have problems spending your money on?
Alcohol is a big thing, and clothes that I can wear to go out with my friends in, and gas.
Okay, do you ever have problems like acting out at home or at school?
Yeah, me and my grandmother get in a lot of fights, and sometimes I skip class.
Okay, so you act out because of your grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're skipping school. Let's see. Let's go to the next page. Do you have any problems stealing or taking things that doesn't belong to you?
No.
Have you ever tried to self-mutilate yourself, cut yourself,
No.
anything like that? Do you notice any hyperactivity?
No.
Are you withdrawn? Do you
No.
like to be alone?
No. I don't like to be alone.
Do you ever have any worry or fear that you think is just excessive?
Sometimes I worry about when I'm going to be at my next party.
Okay. Do you ever notice that your heart rate is elevated?
No.
Sweating?
Yes.
And when do you notice that you sweat?
When I get nervous.
So just when you're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have any shaking,
No.
shortness of breath,
No.
choking,
No.
chest pain,
No.
nausea?
Sometimes
And when do you notice this?
after I drink.
So sometimes do you throw up
Yeah.
after you drink? Do you ever feel lightheaded?
No. Sometimes
And when do you notice that?
when I'm drinking.
Just when you're drinking?
Mm-hmm.
And do you ever have any numbness or tingling?
Yes.
And when does that happen?
When I'm drinking.
So you feel numb or tingly when you're drinking?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any chills or hot flashes?
No.
Recurring unwanted thoughts. Like, do you ever think about things that you don't want to think about?
I think about what would happen if I do become addicted to alcohol. A lot.
Okay, so do you think there may be a problem that you might be seeing?
My grades are starting to slip, so yeah.
Okay. Do you have repetitive behaviors?
Yes.
And what do you notice?
I do the same thing. I start to study and then I drink instead.
Okay. So it does, you seem to think it does interfere with your study time.
Yes.
Do you have any life-threatening events that you think about? Have you ever had anything like that?
No.
Delusional ideas?
No.
Disorganized or bizarre thoughts?
No.
Do you ever hallucinate? Do you
No.
ever hear anything?
When I'm home alone, but that's just because I'm paranoid.
Maybe you're watching too many scary movies.
Too much Lifetime.
Do you have any visual hallucinations?
No.
Cognitive impairment. That's just meaning you have problems like thinking.
No.
No. Okay, let's see. So, is there any other drugs that you abuse other than alcohol?
Marijuana.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
So just marijuana and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you tell me your present living arrangements?
I live with my grandmother.
Okay. And you also mentioned that you're a college student, so do you live on campus?
On campus with a roommate. One
Okay.
roommate.
That when you're not in school, you're living with your grandmother?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have a job?
Yes.
Okay, and so is this how do you use your money to buy your alcohol, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's see. Okay. So can you already covered your basic information. And so just tell me a little bit about your drinking problem. So you say it's interfering with your schoolwork
Yes.
and your study time.
Yes.
So do you see this as this may be a problem?
Yeah, it could be if I keep drinking.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit maybe what you think you could do to avoid this?
Maybe get some different friends.
Yeah, I think changing your environment could definitely be a plus. Let's see. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, after your assessment, we're going to come up with a treatment plan, and we're going to let you come up with the ideas, and then we're going to agree on those ideas of how this could help you to avoid arguing with your grandmother and maybe improving your grades,
Okay.
and that way you can study and do what you need to be doing in college.
Okay.
And then maybe you can actually save some money to spend on something else.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just get this treatment plan ready for you to sign. So tell me a few of the things that you're going to do.
Make a plan on what I'm going to spend my money on.
So you're going to try to come up with better, positive things to spend your money on.
So that way if I don't have any money, then I can't buy alcohol.
Well, this is true, so that could definitely help. And so can you think of ways that maybe you can have a better relationship with your grandmother?
Stop drinking and stop yelling at her for her confronting me about my drinking.
Okay. And as far as your friends, how are you going to do that?
I guess I'm just going to say no, not give in to peer pressure.
Okay. Yeah, this could be a problem, especially when you're in college. And let's see, and then as far as your study habits, how are you planning on making changes?
Well, I'm going to go to the library so I'm not tempted to do other things in my room because I've been studying there instead of the library.
So studying in your room would probably make you more likely to drink instead of studying.
Yeah.
Okay, Chelsea, well, it sounds like that you've got a few good goals set for you, and we'll keep a watch on these, and the next time you come in, we'll see where you're at on those and how you're doing and how your drinking's doing. I just need you to sign.
Okay.
And that's just stating that we agreed on the treatment goals and that you're okay with that.
Okay.
All right, thank you for coming in today, Chelsea.
Thank you.